He deserved that shit. So this next video we working on is a woman realized viral TikTok destroyed her career. She must have did something or said something crazy on TikTok, and now it's catching up to her type shit. I feel like something like that. But we about to see.
And if I have to watch your cheeks hanging out again, I will call CPS. We're all sitting over here. You don't get to touch me. No, look.
Due to the shortness of her spirit,
Nah, facts, K. He deserved that shit. He deserved
it's
that.
like this.
Life.
You could see everything open.
Here's this woman I don't know who just came up and touched my bare butt. Like, I have no clue who this is.
A video of a heated confrontation between a mother and a group of younger women goes viral. It captured the aftermath of the older woman tugging on the younger one's skirt, claiming to prevent lewdness. Drama reaches untenable heights as police seek the truth in a case of conflicting, sensationalist reports. The following is based on...
Why everybody wanna call me, bro, when I'm streaming? What's up, brother?
Shit, what you doing, bro?
Streaming?
Oh, shit. Call me when you're done.
Bet.
Alright.
That's my brother, y'all. That's my second to youngest brother right there. What y'all think he calling for? What y'all think my brother calling for?
official police records. It's the evening of April 20th, 2024. Sakura, a Japanese steakhouse in St. George, Utah, is booked with high schoolers before their spring formal dance. Footage uploaded to TikTok captures a heated confrontation between waiting diners.
I happen to work for the state, and if I have to watch your cheeks hanging out again, I will call CPS.
You're over 18.
She is 19 years old.
Her butt
You don't
cheeks.
get to touch her. You don't get to touch her.
What's captured on camera is only a fraction of what each side would later claim happened.
You don't get to touch her.
We're all sitting over
You
here.
don't get to touch her. Then don't look.
The clip, posted by CC Snow, is viewed over 500,000 times within hours.
What?
But what viewers don't know yet is
What? Bro.
that the woman threatening to call CPS does in fact work inside the Utah Attorney General's office.
Why are you? No, it's not appropriate.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible.
Look.
Or
The older woman
These kids nowadays, gang. Not calling kids, they 19, they under 21. Shit, they kids to me. Bro. They get your ass fired quick. You do anything like what teachers used to do back then and to now. The world is so sensitive now. The lady probably just touched her skirt and said, "This is too short," type shit. Probably tugged at it and said, "This is too short." Or she went up and touched her leg and said, "This is not fingertip length," type shit. You know how teachers used to be back then, bro. But you probably do that shit now, them kids will freak out on you. I ain't gonna lie. Our kids nowadays are spoiled. They're spoiled, bro. Hey, if they don't like you, they gonna get something done. You hear me? Which that's just how it is now, bro. But we're gonna see if this is really how they trying to put it. They saying she touched it.
later identified as 48-year-old Ida Ann Lorenzo, files an incident report with the St. George Police Department as she perceives that her family's safety is at stake.
We were at a restaurant yesterday. I was sitting with a 10-year-old sitting on my right-hand side. A bunch of girls walk in. Their skirts were so short that as we're standing there, I see the 10-year-old pointing to one of them, and you could see her entire and the butt cheeks and everything hanging out.
Now, okay, who gives a fuck? Now, I thought this was in school. This is out in public. Scratch that. You shouldn't even be worried about them. You shouldn't be talking to them. So, hey, I fucked up, you know? Scratch what I said before everything.
And immediately I was like,
She
oh my
weird.
God, that is completely inappropriate. We do not need to be sitting at a restaurant having a 10-year-old look at someone's private part. But they were saying that this particular group of girls, they're called the Slut Squad, and they were just bullies. They bullied everybody around them. And in my opinion, if 17-year-olds that are going to a high school ball are sitting there calling them bullies and they're known and labeled as the stripper squad, in my opinion, they're fully aware that the behavior is not okay.
She claims to have only acted because the police could not in a timely manner. She meets the responding officer the following day.
Hello, are you Ida?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Good.
Good to meet you. So, these little girls have continued to incite a mob, and I've been harassed all day. Not only did they took it down from St. George Post and her Facebook.
I told you these kids nowadays, hey, they run TikTok. They want your ass shut down, gang. They gonna shut you the fuck down. You hear me? They done collected a lot of people, in which these kids nowadays be having them influence. Especially the TikTokers, bruh. So if you saying something crazy to them, they looking at you like, bitch, shut up. I could get you took it down. Like, what? And look what's going on. That's why you mind your own business when you out in public. You just mind your own business, bruh. No, for real. Like, mind your damn bit. No, fact. That's what I'm saying. Mind your damn business, gang.
But now she put it on Instagram, and now she put it on TikTok. Like, at some point, something needs to be done. It needs to be stopped. And they have a reputation for doing this, which is why none of the minor kids wanted to get up and say anything. And so, I don't...
The video she posted has currently reached 517,000 views.
Damn.
500,000 on your that ass. 500,000 on that ass. You hear me? 500,000 on that ass. Ready. And if you keep at it, look, they keep at it, they're gonna make that money off of it. They keep at it, they make that money, which they probably already making it. But they just put your ass in a trick bag. You hear me?
Yeah.
And you're telling me that she was not wearing any underwear?
As we could see, yeah, exactly. We could see pubic hair, skin, and everything, like, honestly.
Are you saying the opening?
Yes, because we were actually seated and she was standing up and she was at a higher.
So you were under her?
So she that tall. You know what a cat look like. You got one, gang. What? You said it was open? She's standing there. So she's standing there with her legs out like this. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. She said that thing was open. Bro, get out of here. She wild for that. She said that thing open.
The shortness of her skirt, it was like this, and you could see everything open. Not only were there minors involved
that girl had a thong on.
All seated around me.
I bet you.
But my son was present as well. That's the only reason why I was like, listen, you're hanging out in front of minors. That's not something that you should take lightly.
Well, just contact your employers, let them know the situation and that they might be getting...
Well, I talked to one of the attorneys and they're like, I talked to my boss and she was like, if she actually was showing her body parts, she's gonna get charged.
Shortly after Ida gives her statement, the other side of the story presents itself from none other than the recipient of Ida's unwanted skirt tug, 19-year-old Avery Leroy. She agrees to come down to the station accompanied by witnesses.
She came up, reached her hands, her cold hands went up my skirt, and I felt her hands up my skirt, and then I felt like a tug, and like my skirt doesn't go down much farther, like it's not that short of a skirt. And so I felt this tug and I like whip around thinking it's one of my friends or something. And I'm just kind of standing there in shock. So I'm like, here's this woman I don't know who just came up and touched my bare butt. Like, I have no clue who this is.
So I stood behind her and I was like, go like this with my clothing. And I was like, you know, you should probably cover up. And then at that point, she turned and she was like that. And as you can see, they were mob rushing.
Yeah, cause bitch, you weird. You lucky she didn't slap you. The fuck? You weird. You lucky, gang. She shoulda turned around. Noticed it wasn't her friend, right? Noticed. No, it's not her friend. And slapped the dog shit out of her for touching her. Bro, that's weird. Why is you doing that? That's why they be calling. That's why they got a name for y'all. They call y'all. They made it up for y'all. It's a Karen. Mind your own business.
At me as I was trying to stand behind her to cover her butt.
She does that and then she says, you're underage, you should probably hide that. If you think I'm underage, why are you touching a minor at all? Especially if you think I don't have underwear on.
Yeah, the logic wasn't there.
No.
And then she came back up a second time after Avery came up. Our other friend Avery, fun fact, same name, she was standing right next to her. And the second time she came up, she touched both their hips and squeezed them, like pinched us, and said she was going to call Child Protective Services if she saw them. The rest was on video.
I saw the video, and I think 57,000 other people saw it too.
Yeah.
More of Avery's friends join her at the police station to give witness statements.
What did she say exactly before? Because the video doesn't, it's bits and pieces, but did she identify who she was?
She just said, I work for this state, and pulled out an ID and it just said her name.
But none of
So
us
she gave you that.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't find it until we posted it on
And she was like, I work for this state, you guys are all done. Like, I'm calling the cops and CPS. Like, you guys are toast. And we're like, toast for what?
As the other side of the story appears to fill in, one of Avery's friends makes a claim about Ida's activities before the incident that night.
One of our friends that was at the birthday dinner with us, after that happened, she sent the video to her mom, and her mom said, no way, that lady was at the brewery less than an hour ago causing a crazy scene. And so then she showed up there, and when she was looking at us, like her eyes, like, she wouldn't look at anybody in the eyes when she was talking, like, she just did not seem normal.
I got a standing ovation from everyone that was sitting behind me.
Probably was drunk. Her ass was drunk.
It's totally beside the point legally.
But because of the sensitivity of the nature, and everyone thought she was a minor because she did look like a minor, and there was a ton of kids. It was the high school ball.
Did you think she was a minor?
Don't matter.
Yes, I did. I actually thought she was, and that's why I was like,
I just don't understand.
So he
I don't
got
understand why you
charged.
went up and touched her.
While the officer attempts to argue personal
Exactly.
space, Ida redirects focus to the opposing group, who she argues is known for disruptive antics. Atop the applause she claims to have received, she says she has the full support of the restaurant owner. The only problem is that Avery makes the same claim.
The restaurant comps our meal, like they gave us 20% off our meal, like they felt so bad. The restaurant was on our side completely. They didn't say my skirt was too short at all.
After Ida claims over the phone that a former employer requests that she close her LinkedIn profile, she returns to the police station to fill out a witness statement form.
I had my concerns from the get-go. And I'm going to just be straight up with you because this is kind of where we're at. You said you talked to her first.
Right, I was trying to talk to her, yes.
After you pulled her skirt.
Well, I covered her
Do you
up.
understand how a reasonable person would be like, I was just touched? No conversation before that? And then
I actually thought she was a high school
I didn't ask her.
student with
That's worse.
the rest of all
That's
the
what
kids.
Hey, I think our girl going to jail. What y'all think? I think she going to jail. She became TikTok famous off this. As they call it, a minor, touching a minor. As she said, they said. I don't think she was a minor though. 19, I don't know. They got, there's different rules. To me, like I said, Under 21, you a kid. You can't get in the club. You can't drink. But in other, states, you know how they do it. Fuck it. We ain't gonna
It's worse. That makes it worse for me. I don't like that. You mentioned that you saw this girl's opening, pubic hair,
Well, we could
creases, all of the above.
Yep.
The girl has sent me a video of her twirling in that skirt, photos of the skirt. She was wearing underwear and shorts underneath her underwear.
Do you want me to put out there into the whole world that I saw her vagina?
I don't want you to touch her. First off, how much did you drink that?
I actually hadn't been drinking at all.
You were not drinking at all?
No, not before that.
Not before, it was after?
Right. We had dinner. We actually sat down and we had dinner.
You don't think alcohol is impairing your judgment for this?
No.
And when you're saying, I work for the state, I'm this and that, I'll do this, you're airing out that you got to be held to a little higher standard like me. The hardest part for me with this is I understand your concerns as maybe a mother and as a community citizen. I get that.
Right.
But
well, not to mention
you
that
took action on this. There was no incident. You created it. You put it into action. The consequences of your actions have been all of this. This has nothing to do with them. Today, you're going to be placed under arrest for sexual battery.
Damn. Nah, okay, you good. You straight. You can just have me playing in the background. You hear me? Turn me on, have me just playing in the background. This shit just sound crazy though. I knew she was going to jail. I knew it. Right after they said, she touched him. I'm thinking this was in school, bro. You in public, don't even know these people.
Okay? So that's the unfortunate side of all this.
You're arresting me?
Right now you are under arrest.
Cuff her up!
Face my sergeant and put your hands behind your back.
Ida is placed in handcuffs without incident while the sergeant calls her son to pick up her car parked outside.
But I'm probably going to lose my job now because of it. And all I was trying to do is to...
Yeah, you losing that job. You losing that job. We don't need you as one of the leaders anymore in the community. We don't. You doing too much. Lucky she didn't slap you.
Because
she's lucky she didn't slap
she was really exposing herself, and I've already told you, so I probably just should quit talking at this point.
Ida Lorenzo was booked at the Purgatory Correctional Facility in Hurricane, Utah for sexual battery. According to news sources, the office of the Utah...
It just sound wild, even though you just touched, her skin. It just sound wild.
Attorney General terminated her employment the next day. And despite wielding her position like a sword, she'd only been employed as a probationary worker for a little over a month. On July 28, 2024, Ida entered a plea in abeyance for a reduced Class B misdemeanor charge that would carry no sentence. Following a hearing which took place on July 29, 2025, the case was dismissed. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files...
That shit wild, gang. That shit is wild. She deserved her sentence too, though. And what happened to her? You see, look, you can't be no Karen. If people just mind their own business, I feel like the world would be a better place. But that ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro. I hope y'all glad I'm back. Again, before we leave, go get that motherfucker. Go get that motherfucker. I hope y'all have a good night, man. We out there, bitch. We out. We back tomorrow, though. We out.